And so at this event, my segment there was to show people some of these methods that I was using to find these deeply discounted deals, and also connect that from how to wholesale these deals or flip them. And so I did my thing, and we went to break.
Yeah.
The event went to break, and I had to use the restroom. Went in the restroom, and I remember someone kind of stands right up next to me in the urinal right next to me. There were urinals available, but there's like an every other urinal rule.
You always, is that a unspoken rule? Is that so? How many does there need to be between?
Just one. Just one. If there's
three,
you give
if there's
space.
three, the person, is he okay to be right next to you, or that one in the middle needs to be open?
Yeah, he's got to choose a side, but. So I was like, okay, that's cool. But then you're like, hey, my name's Sterling. It's nice to meet you. And I was like, oh, we're doing this here. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, it's nice to meet you as well. Maybe let's catch up. Let's catch up maybe after we're out of the bathroom, right?
Yeah, because it was just something when you were up there telling your story. And I remember vividly, and it's very interesting how, because I was in the seats learning, and then you were up there telling your story. And for some reason, I thought to myself, I want to work with this guy. I don't know what it was, not trying to get woohoo, wah-ha and talk about the universe. But my nature was, okay, I see an opportunity, and then just me being aggressive. Yes, I followed you right directly into the bathroom, gave the pictures like, hey, we got to work together. And from my POV, it was one of those things. I'm sure Jacob got approached by quite a bit of other people, because at that time, he was like, yeah, I'm at this office, and we exchanged contacts.
Sorry, that was the thing. I'm like, I'm in town. You're in town.
Yeah.
Here's my office. You want to swing by sometime? Like, just
that's exactly how it was.
By, like we can talk. And it was every day after there.
Yeah.
Sterling's swinging in the office, and
you were behind that desk, or it was on Alabama Street. Was there another office too? I think that was the primary
kind of like
one.
A joint office thing, but yeah, it was incredible. And I remember at that point of time, I was getting kind of complacent, to be honest. I was very successful. I was doing lots of deals, working with another firm in town, and having you in the office and working with you, we obviously connected on a lot of different levels, but then you kept kind of saying, hey, like, what's more, like, let's do something bigger,
Yeah.
And I wasn't even thinking on that level. I was like, hey, I'm doing 5 to 10 wholesale deals every month. I've got like fix and flips going. I'm doing it. Like, I am doing big, but it was like your desire to do something bigger that actually
planted the seed.
Yeah, that actually planted the seed for what became our first company. Yeah. So I ended up thinking through this model of how we could take 10 single family homes.
Well, at that time, there was the Jobs Act that was coming about, the crowdfunding. So all this legislation that was starting to come together to really open the doors to attract more capital from retail. So was that also something Yeah,
that's exactly right. This was 2014. The first couple crowdfunding sites came online. And so we saw these real estate projects sourcing investor capital online. And we got this idea, let's take a portfolio of 10 single family homes and let's build out our site to actually raise investor capital through an online presence. And so I remember I penciled out, I'm more of an analytical, spreadsheet driven kind of in the numbers guy.
Yeah. I'm the complete opposite, by the way.
Yeah.
Which is a good, why we were able to complement each other, because it was more of when people see us, you're like, oh, well, Jacob's more of an introvert, being behind the scenes, analytical, and I'm more of an extrovert, which really helped the partnership thrive because we weren't butting heads too much with, overlapping skills. But what were you saying about analytical and spreadsheet?
No, I mean, I made the business model overnight, and I I remember I was showing you, we were both standing there, I was showing you like, hey, this is the revenue, like this is how we monetize it, and we keep 30% ownership, and this is how much we raise. And I remember like you said something like, I don't completely get it, but let's do it. And I was like, all right, let's roll. And that's exactly how we complement each other, because someone who's a bit more analytical, kind of thinking through this, needs someone who is like, let's go, and you've always been the person who is willing to do what others aren't willing to do. And I have that characteristic as well, but you exude that. And so it's like just this perfect match where we could just go out there. And we were young. We were 23. We're the same age. So we were 23 years old at the time and trying to figure that out.
Yeah, and it started at a pool table is where it all came together in your house.